Welcome back, guys. We have the right parts.
Yep, there we go, we did it.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, we are in part 2 of Road Trip Adventure and we are going to head to Fuji City.
Yeah, I mean, we might just drive straight through Fuji City and head to San Polis. Cliff has a hankering for some gambling.
He has a problem.
He's feeling lucky.
Actually, I might see if I can. I do feel a little bad about Kevin now. I might see if I can drop him home before we go.
That should be the last thing you do. Just leave this kid stranded for a month and then come back and bring him home.
It's been 7 days. I'm still too busy, but maybe when I'm president, I'll have more just free time.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Alrighty. Off we go.
I mean, really, that's more on his mother for not bothering to look. It's not like he's hard to find. Peach Town's a small place.
It is a tiny place. And also, the second you drop him home, he goes out straight away and drives the exact same path, but now he knows how to get home. So...
Makes sense.
Yeah. I feel like you just shouldn't have raised a son that was a bit of a... Well, actually, just should have raised him better, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't really fault him at his young age. I've always assumed Kevin's like 6, so... I've got to stop pressing the horn out of habit, because I'm like, yeah, I want to listen to this. And I was like, oh yeah, I can't.
Wait, so you've just been mashing the horn?
Every now and again.
True, that's a nice treat for you.
I know, and I hit it and I'm like, whoop. So yeah, sorry. It's probably a good indicator of who's holding the controller though. If the horn's randomly going off, it's probably me.
I usually do that too, but I haven't this time yet.
Yeah.
I mean, particularly because I usually have the duck one, so I just like to hear it quack.
Yeah. The duck one is pretty nice. I feel like, yeah, Cliff's gonna get the most obnoxious one.
Also, that was the first time we dipped properly under the sea, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Surprise.
These cars function underwater for some reason or another.
They sure do.
Don't try it at home, kids.
Not with your cars, no.
No.
You can go underwater. You know, if you've had swimming lessons.
Yeah, make sure you surf as at some point or
and
another.
that there's a responsible adult there supervising you. And you've slapped if you're in a country that has a whole of theirs like we are. Yeah. Have you heard all of them? Because they've updated it since Slap.
No, I haven't been keeping up to date with the various sunscreen commercials, more or less.
So it's Slip, Slap, Sleek, and Slide. So you've got slip on a hat, slap on some sun cream, slip on a shirt, isn't it?
Look, I don't know, I just remember.
Slap on some sunscreen,
it's
slap on a hat, seek some shade, and slide on some sunnies.
I just know that it's essentially, just don't go into the sun.
Yeah,
That's more or less what it is.
Every possible square of skin you have.
If you dare breathe the outside.
Because the fiery death ball above us wishes to claim you as his own. Alright. No. Just okay, I saved it. That'd be nice if I slid right in there. So we're not racing here?
Nah, won't bother you.
I'll just get the warp.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, so next episode we going. No. Alright, off we go to gamble.
I'm feeling lucky.
I mean, we should do. We always cheat the system.
Yeah, you just save and balloon on repeat.
Yeah.
I do really like the aesthetic of these sorts of Japanese buildings. Really enjoyed my time in Kyoto.
Yeah, I miss Japan. Oh, fuck off, Toki. You're young and full of energy. People call me Big Ear Grandma Toki. You want to know what I heard? I'm in the police.
Oh yeah, it's like a whole kidnapping mystery.
That's right. The plot thickens. Ooh, I wonder who did the kidnapping. Wow.
We'll probably not solve that this episode.
I can guarantee we won't.
But, you know, we'll keep that one secret. We won't spoil it as we've been spoiling everything else.
Yeah. We might have to start showing some self-restraint. It's hard when you played this game 6,000
Yeah,
times.
I mean, for us, it's just going through the motions. And I reckon for most other people who bother to watch this, it will be too. Because, again, you're not going to be watching Road Trip unless you're specifically seeking Road Trip.
Who would specifically seek Road Trip?
I-
Like, even as a fan of the game,
Yeah.
I've never sat there and been like, do you know what I want to watch? Road Trip content.
Sometimes I like to hear other people's opinions on the stuff I like.
Yeah. I mean, we've definitely found a gap in the market. I don't think there would be that. I mean, I could be wrong because, again, I've never searched it. But I don't think there'd be that much Road Trip content out there.
Nah, there probably isn't much.
Yeah.
The big empty freeway.
Yeah.
So this again comes into the whole negative sort of review of like it's a big open world game, but the open world doesn't have really anything in it outside of the towns.
Yeah.
It's just a big long connecty point.
Having said that, could you imagine, like, it's really annoying when you crash into into a car in this game because they will
Talk your ear off.
Yeah, they'll tell you their life story.
Yeah.
If there was heaps of cars on the freeway, how frustrating would it be?
Yeah.
Like trying to get from A to B, and I was like, "Oh, did you hear they sell cinnamon buns in St. Paul's?"
Did you want to swing by my city to begin with so we can start collecting people, or would you rather save that for later?
Nah, let's do it. That sounds like something that's right up Cliff's belt. Like,
Yeah, I mean, property venture, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Wheeling and dealing.
I bet
Whatever
he's hosts Tupperware parties.
Yeah. Door-to-door knife salesman.
He does the incognito bra ones. Well, now ladies. And it's like he's genuinely not sleazy about it. It's just about the hustle.
Yeah,
for it.
okay.
Yeah.
So kind of the opposite of Ted did, where he'd be doing that just because he's a sleaze.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's just passionate about the business. And he's like,
Wonder if the bike picked that up.
I feel like it would have. Very rarely we have motorbikes in this area that are quite loud. We're pretty lucky where it's situated, actually. Hello, welcome. This is Wonder Estate Agency. This development of this city depends on us. Yes, that's the reality. Do you happen to be looking for a nice garage for
If
yourself?
only getting a house in this market was this easy.
Yeah, I know. So jealous. Right now, we're giving the garage away for free. However, in return, we want you to advertise this city, if that works out for you. Do you want a garage? Yes, we do. Thank you. I'm sure you'll like it. Let's go to the garage.
And he doesn't even have to sign anything.
Oh, there we go. I don't want to check our emails, quite frankly.
Alright.
Got my own garage. Wow.
Now we're gonna start getting annoying emails. Yay!
Yay.
So yeah, that bottom left bit of screen is just gonna be pretty much permanently flashing now thanks to that garage.
Yeah. So the past few times where we've played this through, we've intentionally left my city till last so that we don't have to get emails. But not today.
I mean,
Gosh, I'm not doing well there. There we go.
it's fine if you just ignore them, but the problem is when I'm seeing something flashing at the bottom of the screen, it's like, oh, well now I have to go and check.
I know.
So it's gonna take a bit of willpower to actually ignore that.
Just pretend that it's always supposed to be flashing and it'll be
Yeah.
fine. So that's just a design feature. Don't worry about it. Oh, nighttime. Now we can see when I honk the horn. Oh wait, I've been pressing the wrong horn honking button. This time
So
around.
you've not been honking the horn at all.
No.
Okay.
That's what it was.
What
I
a
thought
shocking
it was
plot
R2.
twist. Nah, that's wing set, isn't it? R2 and R2
Ah.
wing set.
Yeah, but we don't have wing sets yet.
Maybe it's not L2 and R2, maybe it's L2 and L1.
I know. But I found the horn either way.
Oh, R2 is boost.
Ah, okay, yeah. That might be why I'm instinctually pressing it.
Alright, welcome to fabulous Sand Polis.
So San Francisco.
No.
No, it's not really San Francisco.
I'm glad we came here at night though, because Sand Polis is definitely better at night.
What is it meant to be a rip-off of?
I mean, it's a desert, so that should sort of give it away for one. And then,
like
like,
Nevada?
all the bright lights,
yeah.
the casinos.
It's meant to be,
Fabulous. You get it.
I've fully drawn a blank of what this
You've
town's
also
called.
gone the complete wrong way. It's, you know which one it is.
I do, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
so
the,
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the city that never sleeps before I got Las Vegas.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Look at the signs.
I don't know how to read.
So one is... No, you're not even going to bother reading them,
I'm
are
not
you?
even gonna bother
You're just
reading
going to take the one where you haven't been down yet.
Yeah. There's something about this game that just directions mean nothing to me.
Ooh, we got the beautiful lights.
Yeah. King
Yep. The king of...
football.
Yeah. Or soccer, depending on what you want to call it.
Where you're from, really. I mean, to me, I get why majority call it football.
Because you actually use your foot.
But because we have AFL in Australia, and that's referred to as football or footy, I find you need that distinguish of calling it soccer, so you know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. So something I do find interesting though is that supposedly, and I'm going from memory here, so it's probably not correct, that soccer, the name comes from the association with football. I don't remember what the association's called, but it's like an acronym of some sort, and when pronounced, that acronym sounds like soccer.
Okay.
And supposedly that's where the name comes from. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. That's just something somebody said to me once. So it's a mispronunciation of an acronym.
There you go. It's interesting. I don't know if it's true either. I've never heard that before.
Tune in next episode for more facts that may or may not be true.
Well, fake facts. Just rename the show Alternative Facts.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we can actually play World Explorer on this, so that our channel name does actually...
I would be down for that, because I was once jonesing for some World Explorer, but I just could not get it to run.
I was going to say, I don't know if we can get it to run. I'm going to have to find a computer from the 90s.
I think I fucked that up. Nope, got it. Big win.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so there was no need for the cut.
And welcome back.
30,000 meat.
So much meat. I've just realised I've got a really bad habit because I've got arthritis in one of my toes.
Oh, of just cracking your feet right next to the microphone.
I just did it then and I was like, oh, whoops. Of all the things to have to edit around, my arthritic toes is not one of the ones we want to be doing.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's all good. I'm sure people would appreciate that.
ASMR. That's why you don't wear ballet flats, kids.
Start the relay.
Actually, yeah, it's also, I think I've just got really long toes.
Oh, there is actually a fair bit of delay with this.
Yeah.
There we go. That should hopefully do it. Oh god, not even close.
It's okay. Restart. Load back in.
Nah, because we got that first win, we've got a little bit of money to
Oh, okay.
mess around with. I've got 2 more attempts.
Sweet.
Ripperino.
And now we're broke again.
Yeah. Alright, load a previous save.
Go.
Cliff's big dreams all went down the toilet.
Classic Cliff, honestly. This fits really well with his character. Because then he blame everyone else.
I was on a roll. How did I lose? I'm a winner.
Oh yeah, I feel like we should also explain. So last time we played this, we were working under the reasoning that sometimes people name their kids after car parts. So like Diesel, Axel, those sorts of names. And so we thought, well, cars might name their kids after people parts. So we played as Tendon, and he was a right dick.
He was about your average Axel, really.
Yeah, what you'd expect from an Axel is what you got from Tendon.
No offense to any Axels out there.
Sorry Axels, but you know who you are. So yes, that was it. And then I can't remember what our currency was. Was it coin again? Did I go back to when we were kids and we just named it coin?
I don't remember. You could always load that up and
We
check.
might have to load it up and check because I honestly can't remember. But I like the meat. This is a good currency. So yeah, but if you hear us referencing a 10, that's why.
Come on, that was so close.
Yeah, unfortunately that's not how roulette goes. But like, oh, you didn't hit it, but you were close.
Yeah. I mean, I did
Brazilians.
hit it, I then slid off was the problem. You know that one?
Yeah.
Alright, well that wasn't close at all. That was terrible.
No, did you land on the 17?
Yeah.
So that was pretty close. You mind next
That
time?
landed on the 3 and I slid it to the 9.
Want those slabs of meat?
Yeah. Bet we can always get them later. Probably got enough to get some okay parts.
I want Cliff to be so wealthy that he can like do burnouts on his meat pile, just to spread it around the room.
Just like showing out wearing a coat made of meat.
Yeah. Just flushing slabs of meat down the toilet, lighting it on fire.
Lighting up meat to light his cigar. Cars. Cars was Tendon's currency.
That's right.
Yeah, it was the, slave trade.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, no, the joke was, rappers are always going on about how they've got money, women, and cars, and in this case you've got all 3 in one.
Yeah. Because the cars, the women, and the money. That's right.
That was probably pretty much, yeah. Jam.
And cream.
Forgot what it was like to be a winner.
Cliff feels that way. Wait till he releases his 7-part motivational speaker series.
So close.
That was close. He would be the sort too that was like post how I became the president. But it would be like very much misleading the truth. So we'd be talking about, oh yeah, I kept, I like got lucky on the roulette table.
I cheated at gambling.
Yeah.
And then just bought myself the prize.
The best parts so that I guaranteed win the race.
Yeah.
It would be,
I think that was early again. Yeah.
persevere.
Cliff's struggle.
Yeah. Up a cliff. A story of achievement.
The up-cliff struggle.
Great.
Not happy with how long this is taking. I was hoping we'd get luckier than this.
Yeah.
I mean, we had that first win right off the bat.
Yeah, I
which
think
was
that
good.
lulled you into a false sense of security. Because normally, what would happen for this is I would go to bed, then you would play roulette, and then the next time I come back, we're just magically rich. That's usually how this
It doesn't
goes.
usually take that long. Like, it's usually about maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's how long it's not been 20 minutes yet.
Yeah.
We started at about almost at 440.
Usually have more wins than this. Like, it's usually about 1 in every 10 is a win.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be the delay.
I don't think it's that, because I'm still going by the same sort of timing thing.
Okay, well then I've got nothing.
There's no excuse of just being shit. I think I screwed that up. Nope.
No?
Woohoo! Winner!
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That's offensive.
It is offensive. What would you prefer? Lentil dinner? Spaghetti dinner?
Spaghetti's nice. I like spaghetti.
Spag bowl dinner?
Don't
Pasta
say
bacon?
spag bowl. I don't know if there's a way to make food sound less appetizing.
And calling it spag bowl.
Yeah.
It's not the most appealing of names.
Alright, that's probably enough winnings for now, right?
Sure.
And when we've struck it rich, we can probably kit ourselves out fully. I
Yeah.
don't know about our teammates, though.
Yeah.
So what's the plan? You want to go to Papaya Island to start buying better gear, or did you want to just stick around here for a while?
I think... Yeah, I think go to... Well, there's two ways we can do it. We can either go get really good parts and then it'll make all the races really easy so we can do the fun stuff, which probably makes the most sense.
I mean,
or we can keep the races as a challenge.
Nobody really plays this game for the racing.
It's true, it's a RPG. No one plays an RPG for the fights.
Dragon's Dogma would beg to differ. That game has pretty incredible combat.
But most RPGs,
Yeah, most RPGs you
You're
play
not-
it for the story.
yeah, you're not there for the fights. I think that's an uncontroversial thing to say. No one's sitting there in like your RuneScapes. being like,
Whoa. RuneScape combat is off the chain.
Never mind, I apologize.
I've never actually played the new version of it. I just remember the old school stuff, and yeah, it was not good.
I was actually in my Steam account the other day and it showed up free to play, and I was very tempted to start again before I realised how many things I have to do, and I can't justify spending a day.
Well,
Fishing.
RuneScape you can just have going in the background. You only need to tab in every 2 minutes or so to click on the new fishing spot that's popped up and to make sure that you don't like time out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I know, but
Because there
I've
was
still got better things to do with my time.
Yeah, well, I mean, the main reason I was playing that when I was a kid was for the social aspect, because
Yeah.
you got a lot of cool people to talk to, none of which I stayed in contact with.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have that anymore, because I did try it again last year, I think.
Yeah,
Old school
and just
RuneScape.
nobody talks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're entirely bot accounts, or yeah, just really antisocial people who are just there to watch the numbers go up.
Yeah. No, I tried again, but probably about last year too. And it was alright, but yeah, you don't talk to anyone. Like, back in the day, I had like 3 separate husbands that we had full church weddings
Oh, yeah.
with full guests.
You'd always play as a woman in that because you get free shit.
That still happens too, by the way. I logged in and yeah, about a year ago, and straight away someone just threw things at me. But again, like, still didn't really converse.
They just gave you free stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
So they didn't try to marry you or anything.
no, which I'm disappointed about. That was like the fun of the game. Although now, because you know I'm a fair bit older, I wouldn't like, even though I know that it's just a stupid game thing, you still don't want the connotation of potentially marrying like a 13-year-old kid. Like,
Yeah, probably not
Yeah.
not something that would be ideal to have on your historical.
no, like, I don't even want it to risk even pretend happening in a game. Just the idea is like, no, so fundamentally wrong.
Fair enough.
She told me she was legal. The only one that could afford to have the rainbow socks I thought must be of age.
The rainbow socks were free.
No, I just couldn't think of any other items. She was wearing mithril.
Again, cheap. A party hat. Now
There
that.
we go, party hat.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know. They could have changed it around since we last played.
Yeah, but we're talking specifically about old school, which
Yeah,
they've re-released.
Dope.
Trimmed armor. was another big one.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I remember trim and armor. Yeah, last year
What, you pulled the trimmed armor scams?
Pardon?
Did you pull the trimmed armor scams?
No, what was the trimmed armor scam? I just remember having trim on my armor.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Good girl, thank you very much.
So, I don't know how you actually get trimmed armor, if it's a rare drop or a quest reward or something. Either way, it's incredibly rare and expensive, and the only place for like non-members to actually obtain that is through the Grand Exchange. So you would have people standing around being like, oh, free armor trimming, give me your armor and I'll trim it for you for free. And then they just keep your armor and then sell it.
Got it.
Yeah.
No, I definitely ended up with trimmed armor, so maybe I did buy it on the...
Probably got it on the Grand Exchange,
Yeah.
that's where I got mine. But, you know, RuneScape taught out a lot of important life lessons.
Yeah, don't give someone your armor.
Well, again, like, just regarding Nigerian prince emails and
Yeah.
that sort of shit, it sort of prepared people for the future. Because you like, look at the elderly and they're just, oh, is this legit? But as a kid, you know it's a scam when you see one because you've already been scammed.
You've been burned too many times.
It was good losing, you know, that on something that wasn't important, like a video game item, as opposed to losing your real cash.
Yes. Yeah. No, it was really... I can't remember what I was watching or listening to, but how they talked about those sort of scams, and they make them really intentionally obvious so that the only people that they catch are the really gullible, and therefore it'll be easier to scam them for more.
Okay.
Yeah. Because any rational people looks at it as like, oh yes, a Nigerian prince is related to me and is sending me boxes of uncut diamonds to become rich. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So like that is a genuine strategy. Not all of them obviously,
So
but it's a genuine strategy that some people scammers use.
It weeds out anybody who might be skeptical right from the get-go, so
Yeah.
you're only dealing with the really gullible.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense to a degree.
Yeah.
Because I guess you don't want to waste your time, because like when I get scam phone calls, I'll intentionally just stay on the line wasting their time, because my time's not important.
Yeah. Oh, I just put the phone on the bench, but don't hang it up. It's not going to keep them for as long, but
Yeah.
we'll still keep them for a moment.
Ooh.
Every time I see this, it just reminds me of like how much shit we talked about the snow suddenly started.
Yeah.
And that's not how snow works.
And then you actually drive into a mountain and it's like, oh no.
That's exactly what happens.
You get like a few specks of snow on the ground and then instantly it's just white.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a very big like, oh well, boy were we wrong.
I sure do have egg on my face.
Yeah, man. Can I have a napkin?
That's one white mountain.
Because like we specifically spoke about it in the car on the way the first time going to the snow.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, I wonder if the snow's gonna road trip.
Sure enough it did.
It did, yeah.
This game is super realistic.
The most realistic game I've ever played.
Well timed.
Thank you all. I'm here all week.
Woo!
I love you, Richard.
Alright, we're nearly there. It's impressive how much variety this game actually has in terms of locales. Like, every town is properly themed as something unique.
Yeah. No, I think they did a really good... I know, it, like you said, the execution of the art style and things might not have been the best, but you can tell that there was a lot of effort put into, like, the theming.
Yeah, I don't know how this game actually turned out so good, though, because there would have been barely any money that was actually put into it, and the people in charge would not have cared at all. They were just looking for more advertisement for their toy cars.
Maybe the developers that they hired did really good.
I'm not sure if it was chance or if, yeah, there was some serious passion behind it, but either way, it turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just a shame they've never been able to properly recapture the feeling of this one. Like, I've looked into it, we probably need an epilepsy warning for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've never really been properly able to recapture the feeling with the other games. I mean, it's nice that they're trying something different with each one, but it would have been cool to have an expansion to this, or basically have this but tweak and improve a few things. 'Cause there are definite problems with this, like one cash only comes from races. You don't get that from any other source aside from roulette.
The signs.
And the signs, yeah. But it would have been nice to have, like, you get more than just stamps. Like, you get either parts or cash as a reward.
Yeah.
Because right now, the racing and the...
Having said that, you do get, so for example, here you get the wing set. So it's not all
bounced.
cash and things.
Yeah. That's that.
And you get the jet turbines. Turbines. Whoops. Whoops. The jet turbines from the
spoilers.
Oh yeah, well I'm merely pointing out the inaccuracy of your statement.
Yeah, I recognize.
Yeah. But yeah, I also do 100% agree. This is one of the few games where I do actually want them to remaster it.
Yeah.
Like, there's some that it's been like, yeah, this is nice. Like the Crash Bandicoot, that was kind of fun. Spyro was a nightmare.
It was a nightmare?
I don't have fun memories. Like, we didn't have fun replaying the digital remastered version.
Oh, there was some really nice stuff about it.
Oh, it looks pretty.
Like, the character designs were all, for the most part, improved, even
Yeah.
if the voice work was, I think, worse with almost all of them.
Yeah.
A lot of the visual locations were improved, even though some were done worse.
I just feel like overall we have not had fun
I think it
with
was
the remasters.
mostly that they screwed up the flight controls with Spyro.
But this one, I think that you could do a pretty good job.
Well, it's in such a terrible state to begin
Yeah,
with
exactly,
that
like the
the only
bars,
way
though.
they can, like, it's got nowhere to go but up.
Yeah. They just cut to all the characters having like really bad voice dubs.
Yeah.
It's the meta.
Because I played through the Spyro remake again myself at some point, and it was fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know, yeah, I think I'm with you. I still prefer the
Yeah.
originals.
I feel like if you're going to remaster a game, then it needs to be at the point where you play it and you're like, I enjoy this more than the original.
Yeah.
Either for different, or I enjoy it in a different way to the original. That is enough for me to warrant to play them both separately. And so far we haven't had a remaster that's done that for me.
One of the real bad problems with the Spyro one was that they killed a lot of the sort of charm and jokes that came about in it, with like the whole Romeo and Juliet thing where Juliet, her voice was whatever, but then just like, perfectly generic female.
Yeah, where her voice was a teenager working in the window
Yeah.
of a Macca's.
Yeah, the squeaky voice teen.
Yeah. Would you like fries with that? That voice. Yes. Yeah, and like a lot of those little things were taken out. It's just a shame. And
They also removed the epilogue for some reason. Like when you got all the skill points, there was no epilogue anymore.
Yeah, it just took away some of the personality and pizzazz.
I'd say it's probably your turn.
And I'd say that's probably a good spot to stop.
Welcome to Papaya Island.
We will catch you in the next one.
Cool.
Bye guys.
See ya.